Hello, yogis, and welcome to the YOGATX YouTube channel. It's wonderful to have you here. If you're looking for a practice to help you relieve or work through some neck or lower back pain, you are in the perfect place. Of course, always be gentle with yourself, with your body, but some of these movements, some of these postures might help you to create a closer connection and understanding of your body and what you're experiencing. My name is Jill Enticknap, and I'm the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio, and I'm really happy to be here with you on the YOGATX YouTube channel. We're going to start today's practice on our stomachs, and I highly recommend that you have a blanket or a towel handy for today's practice. So we're going to take that blanket and drape it across the midsection of our mat as we come down onto our stomachs, letting the midsection be supported by that blanket, stacking the palms on top of one another, and then letting the forehead rest on the palms. Bring the hands underneath the forehead to the point where you can tuck the chin to the chest and the forehead can really comfortably rest on the back of the palms. As we come into this opening grounding posture, just take a moment to notice where you feel sensation in your body. Is your low back tensing up? Maybe it's your shoulders. Is it your mid back? Is it your neck? Just take a moment to raise your physical awareness of what you're experiencing in this opening pose. Then let's shift our awareness to the breath. I like to imagine that the breath has the power and ability to massage the spine. So let's take a deep breath in as we send the breath deep into the belly, all the way down to the tailbone. And then take an open mouth exhale as you draw the belly button to the spine and send the breath out the crown of the head. Let's take 4 more. Deep breath in all the way down to the tailbone. Fill the belly. Exhale, draw the belly button to the spine, sending that breath out the crown of the head. Take a couple more. Big breath in. Feel the expansion. Full breath out. Feel that breath release. Big breath in, feel that expansion. Full breath out, feel that release. Take the right knee and bend it out to the right, bringing the inside edge of that right foot down, and then bring the right ear down, gazing to the left. So we're looking in the opposite direction of that bent knee. See if you can really allow the inside edge of the foot to rest into the mat, and then notice, where do you feel the sensation? I've had students share that they feel it through their glute, through their inner thigh, through the exterior hip flexors, even the knee and the ankle have been feedback. So just know that whatever you're experiencing here, it's okay. It's okay to feel something different. Let's lift that right foot off of the floor as high as it'll go. Maybe it's just an inch, and then lower that down and add the breath. Inhale as you lift. We're creating that internal rotation through the hip. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Bring the head back through center and send that right foot long behind you. Press your toes into the floor as you press your heel back. Feel that engagement of that right leg. Bend into the knee, lifting the right foot off of the floor, and take a moment to roll out the ankle. Shift that right foot from side to side, and then send the right leg long, switching it out. Gazing to the left, gazing to the right, bending into the left knee, letting the inside edge of that left foot come down. Let the left temple rest into the backs of the hands, gazing in the opposite direction of the bent knee. Take a couple deep breaths. Noticing, observing what you feel. Let's inhale, lift that right foot up, even just an inch. Exhale, lower it down. Feel that internal rotation. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bring that head back through center. Send the left foot out behind you. Flex the toes down. Press the heel back. Feel that engagement and elevation in that leg. Bend into the knee, lift the right foot up and roll out the ankle. And then let's shift that foot from side to side. Send that left leg long. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to inhale, lift the chest, very little weight in the hands, even floating the hands off the mat. Exhale, bring it down, tap the chin down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, tap. Inhale, lift, and exhale, tap. Let's send the hands behind you. Imagine you have a beach ball behind you and you're pressing into the beach ball. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the feet. Exhale, tap the chin, lower the feet. Inhale, lift, squeeze into that beach ball. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press the upper body away from the floor. Bring the knees out wide. Maybe you want to rest the knees on that blanket. Toes come toward one another. Send the hips back. Reach the fingers forward. Let's close down the eyes and allow ourselves to sink into our child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths. Noticing what you're feeling through the hips, through the low back, through the spine. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. And start to press the upper body forward, lifting the toes, lifting the gaze. Spinal wave. Press it back, child's pose. Let's take 3 more. Add the breath. Inhale as you come forward. Lift the toes, lift the gaze. Press it back, child's pose. 2 more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press it back. Last one. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, press it back. Slide the hands back toward the body and find your tabletop position. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, cow pose. Drop the belly, arch the spine, shine the chest forward. Exhale, cat pose. Round the spine. Focus on letting the head hang heavy. Inhale, back to your cow, arching the spine, lifting the gaze. Exhale, round. Let the head hang heavy. Press the spine to the ceiling. Take 2 more. Inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round. This is one of the most useful spinal movements that I can suggest. Doing this every day, even if you can't make it to your mat, let's do 1 more. 7 times can be very beneficial, especially first thing in the morning. Come back to that neutral tabletop position. Let's send the right leg long and the left arm forward. Create that length. Dial that right hip down. See if you can keep the arm and the leg parallel to the floor. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. Send the left foot back, right arm forward. Keep that hip nice and dialed in. Hand and leg parallel to the floor, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release it down. Flip your toes, press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Your feet are hip width distance. Hands are a little bit wider at shoulder width distance. It is okay for your heels to be up off the mat here. Nowhere does it say that your heels have to ever touch the mat. So just find your down dog. Let's sink the chest toward the thighs a little bit more and just really feel that through the back line. Feel that length. Start to walk your hands toward your feet, letting yourself stay hinged over in a ragdoll pose, grabbing opposite elbows and shifting the upper body from side to side. Let the head hang heavy. Release the hands down. Start to heel toe the feet to the edges of the mat, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Take a couple deep breaths in this wide leg forward fold. Let's parallel the torso to the floor. Plant the left palm down, reach the right hand high. Breathe into this twist. Take that right hand down, ground down into that hand, left hand comes high. Feel that rotation through the spine, lifting your gaze. Let that hand come back down. Walk your hands toward your feet a little bit. Pop your heels and your toes out as you sink your hips down, finding your yogi squat. Bringing your elbows to the inside edge of your knees. Maybe you're wondering, why are we doing hip openers when this is a back class? Well, the hips and the back are very closely connected. And so tight hips can sometimes be the cause of lower back or mid-back pain. So opening up the hips is very beneficial to releasing and relieving that pain. Let's bring the hands down, the hips come high. Start to heel toe the feet toward one another. Walk your hands all the way forward. Let's find a forearm plank. Zip the legs up nice and tight together. Sink that booty down, again, parallel to the floor. Now, sometimes pain is caused by a lack of strength. Sometimes we think we need stretching, but what we actually need is engagement. Engagement actually allows for more release. Let's bring the hips down, tops of the feet into the mat. Come into your sphinx pose. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And a deep breath in and a full breath out. Elbows come wide, stacking the palms back on top of one another. Let the forehead rest back onto the backs of the hands. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Deep breath in, full breath out. This is going to be our final resting pose as we take 2 minutes here to focus on our breath and allow ourselves to just be here. Be here with our body, be here with our breath, be here with our mind. Focus on the inhales and the exhales, imagining that the breath has the power and ability to massage the spine. Let's take one more deep breath here. Feel the body expand. And exhale, feel the body sink and surrender into the mat. Take a moment to acknowledge wherever you're feeling sensation through your back, your neck, low back, mid back, upper back. And on the next inhale, imagine that you're breathing in love and compassion for that space. Just allow yourself to be okay with the sensation that you're experiencing. I know it can be hard to accept, to surrender to even love and accept our pain. But when we do, we create true space for healing. Let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders, slowly, gently press the upper body up and meet me in an easy seat, cross-legged. Ground down into your sit bones, get nice and tall through the crown of the head. Let's take a couple rolls of the shoulders. Inhale the shoulders up and exhale, roll them back and down. And again, inhale up and exhale back and down. Lengthen the shoulders down, the crown up. You can close down your eyes. Honor yourself for showing up, for doing something wonderful for your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Thank you for joining us here on the YOGATX YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this class, know that you can come back to it over and over to build up that strength, to build up that awareness, to connect to the breath. Anything that you appreciated about this class, it's always there for you. Be sure to subscribe and leave us a comment. If there is something that you'd like us to focus on, be sure to let us know. We want to create content that you feel valuable, that you enjoy. So let us know what we can do and how we can help you through the practice of yoga. Again, my name is Jill Enticknap, the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio. If you want to learn more about Yogi Institute, please feel free to go to the website, www.yogiinstitute.com. Thank you for joining us here on YOGATX. We can't wait to see you again. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages. The light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste.